How y'all doing today? It's another day in paradise. I've been working on something. Well, not really. It happened a couple years ago. A friend of mine passed away and it just tore me up to no end. And her family and friends didn't step up to help her. And I jumped all over it. I made it work, but I made a video about it. I've been trying to work on it for a couple years. I forgot about it. I ran across it again last night. And so today I'm going to put it together and put it out there. I mean, it's not going to be the best thing for her, but I just want her to be known, you know? And it's really crazy. You see signs around here for people being cremated. You know, $900, $1,000. But you know, when you go talk to them places, they want $2 or $3 grand. It's freaking retarded. It's another reason why it took me a while to put it off, because I was just so pissed off about the whole ordeal. So please forgive me. And I hope she forgives me for not putting it together for her. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Alright folks, I'm doing something a whole lot different today. Something I really didn't want to get involved with. I'm here at McGillie's funeral home in Grandview. A lady who babysitted me and my brothers and sisters when we were real little died about a week ago. She really doesn't have anything. Her family doesn't. No, she's got a daughter. The people, her friends, are just digging around. Anyway, it's been over a week and I'm tired of dealing with it. So I'm just going to come in here and see what we can do about helping out my friend. Hello?
Hello? Hi.
How you doing? I'm Donald.
Hi, Donald. I'm Lisa.
Hopefully I can help my friend out.
Okay.
Her name's Alice. I guess she's here
Alice
with you
Jackson.
folks. Yep.
Yes.
It's a mess, and she deserves better than this.
Okay.
So what do we have to do here?
Okay. So are you wanting to pay for her cremation?
Yeah, the people's giving me all kinds of different prices. What they've been told, I don't know what's going on. I don't care. It probably ain't gonna be no service though, because I hate to say this, I can't afford all this, but we're gonna do what we got to do.
So here is the last thing that I understood. Tell me what prices you heard.
I've heard $1,500, $3 grand, $4 grand.
Okay.
These people are just going up absolute crazy.
So here's the best I can do is $19.95.
For cremation?
For just cremation. It's normally $25.70.
So you see signs for $1,200 all over the place.
So that is also an option for you. I talked to Christina, and we are willing to waive any fees, you know, where we brought her into our care or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you all find one at a lesser rate, you are more than welcome to do that. And that's what I was telling Christina today. You know, there are other places out there that do it for less. So if you can find a funeral home that is willing to work with you to do that,
damn, that's almost the price of just burying them.
You are more than welcome. So, have you been talking with Christina, or have you been talking with Margie, or who have you been talking with?
All them people are idiots.
Okay.
They're all fighting among themselves.
Right.
You know, Miss Alice was a good woman. She didn't have a pot to piss in.
Right.
And all this was supposed to be taken care of. She's told me this many times. It's paid for, Donald. It's taken care of. You don't have to worry about it. My family, nobody has to worry about this.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden it's not paid for.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, there was supposed to have been a power of attorney, durable power of attorney. Well, I guess it wasn't there. So
I didn't want to get involved with this mess.
Right.
But
right.
I'm more worried about Miss Alice.
So the only option at this time is to either pay us the $2,000 for a direct cremation, or you all are, you have, Christina would have to make that ultimate, tell me, to have her sent somewhere else because, like I said, we all know that there are places that do it for less, but that is the lowest my company will allow me to go. So,
That's,
yeah.
that's way up there.
But right now she is, she is safe, at our central location. And so if it takes you all a couple more days to
It'd be just
figure it
me.
out,
It'd just be me.
yeah, she's safe and sound.
And what happens if nobody pays for her?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen then. She'll probably become a ward of the state, and she will either be cremated by the state or go to a pauper cemetery somewhere. I mean, but
I
it
don't want
hasn't
that
been
to
long
happen.
enough to even
I don't want
consider that yet or really even be talked to about it,
I
so,
don't want that to happen at all.
right,
Do you guys do a payment plan or?
we sure don't,
Jesus.
no. That was like, if she knew she was going to pass, that's why it's so important to pre-need.
Well, see, this
She
been
should have already-
this been over a year. She's told me this.
Right, she should have already been in here and, had it all taken care of and with a funeral home, not just leaving it in someone's hands. You do that and they have the right to get into her bank account and, if their name is on the bank account, then they could do whatever they wanted to do.
Oh
with
yeah,
that
this
money.
lady's supposed to have power of attorney. Well, come to find out now she doesn't.
Right, she was
It-
supposed
it's-
to have been in the safety deposit box,
She's-
and it wasn't there.
I don't know. I'm not into all that
But
nonsense.
she had to have been on the bank account, or they wouldn't have told her anything.
I
So
don't
she
know.
was clearly on the bank account.
I don't know what's
So-
going on here.
So that's where we are. You're getting the true scoop, and I gave Christina
Did
the true
they ever
scoop.
find out how she passed away?
That won't come back until it's on the death certificate. They don't give me that information. I read it when I receive the death certificate, just like you would when you received it. So,
Yeah, because I've been waiting over a week trying to figure out what they're going to do with her.
Well, there you have it. If somebody's willing to step up and pay for it, we'll gladly cremate her. But I still have to have Christina's signatures before we can even cremate her. She hasn't even done that. So,
Because she's a tweakhead.
well,
But
even
yeah,
though you're a
she'll-
tweakhead, you can still
she'll-
sign some paperwork.
She'll sign some paperwork. I'll bring
Right.
her freaking neck.
So, and I live in Independence, and I know she's hanging in Independence, right? So, I mean, I could meet her at like a Denny's or somewhere if I had to, just to get her to sign the paperwork. I just got to get her to sign the paperwork.
And 1900 as low as you guys will go. There's
And I asked my
there's no
boss
legal
and-
room, no wiggle way, anything.
2570s are normal, and he went down to 1995. That's the lowest that we go. So,
See, we come down just a little bit more.
I tried. I explained to him the whole
Because the
situation.
only person who's going to pay for this is out of my pocket.
I'm
Ain't
so
nobody else going to do
sorry.
this.
Yeah. But like I
It's either
said, you
get
guys
some
can
or me-
make some phone calls, and I know that there are other places. I've seen signs myself, so
I ain't going that route.
if you want, so.
See if we talk to him, see if we come down a little bit, say, hey, either take some or take none,
Right, well, the option is to have someone
Mhm.
come and do it for less, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully you can talk to him and just drop it just a little bit more and I'll be able to handle it, but I can't handle 19.
Right. So here's the deal. I am finishing up with my family. I have two families I'm finishing up with here. I will not return until Monday. So that
Okay.
gives you a little bit of time to decide what you can do, or if you've got to choke Christine.
Do you have her date of birth down? Do you have her date of birth at all?
It's,
Or any of her information like
December
that?
something, 1951.
See, she didn't raise me. She babysitted me and my brothers and sisters when we were little.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, good for you for stepping up. Jackson, Alice.
I know her husband died years ago, and her other sister, any other relatives are in
December
Tennessee.
7th, 1951.
Just scratch the paper
Sure.
off it now. $100 in here to cremate somebody. That to me is just outrageous. How you can almost bury a person for that price.
And I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't get
like
this
like
done.
like I said, I'm not worried about none of that. I'm worried about Alice, and it's
I-
gonna get done.
I found her in the floor in her apartment.
what I heard.
myself.
It's crazy.
And Renee come right over there and says, well, I want the car, and I want the food, and
I'm not in. Them people are crazy.
I said, well, you can have the food and you can have the car, but
But I went up here to Gillies up here.
yeah,
They came down to $1,900. Like, you see signs all the time for 12.
yeah, I
And
know.
she's like, well, we can't come down to low. So I'm like, well, I can't afford this. You cut down just a little bit more and we'll take it right now. Oh, no, I can't do this. So I went home and I made Alicia get on the phone, and she's been calling everywhere, and she finally got right there in Grandview to do it. We're done with
Okay.
this nonsense.
I'm tired of trying to get her out here to do something.
It just pisses me off because this is over a week now we've been waiting on this. Something should have already been done with this lady.
I know.
She deserves better than this
Oh,
nonsense.
she's going to come out and get the title tonight. She's supposed to come out and get her mom's purse, and I don't know what all.
Alright folks, like I said, I'm doing something different on this video today. I'm over here in Belvedere, which is in Grandview, to my friend Alice's house. This is where she's lived at for the last, I think, 10 years, something like that.
Well, I've got brand new tires and brand new
She was
brakes.
really into the flower stuff. You can't see it now, it's overgrown. She got bad off, couldn't take care of it, and the neighborhood around here ripped it all off. See, she's got turtles and pigs and all kinds of stuff around here. I don't know if I said on the other video or not, but this lady used to watch me and my brothers and sisters when we were kids growing up. And they found her 8/28 of 18 laying on the floor in here dead. So it's been over a week now. There's her shed. I'd take you inside, but it just crudted with stuff in there, and you know, I ain't gonna do that. Still waiting on her daughter to come down here and go through her stuff, because the rest of it's just gonna get thrown out. Miss Alice was a good woman. She'd give you the her shirt off her back. She really would, all day long. She had nothing. Everything she had in here is old, and you know, just ain't worth nothing to nobody. Bad thing about it, she lived her whole life, and there's only a few people that showed up. Sorry, I don't remember where I left off at. Had a phone call. I was hoping it was Miss Alice's daughter, but it wasn't. Anyway, she was born 12/7 of 1951. Like I said, she didn't have anything in this world. She was a good person, man. She lived off her husband's pension fund that he'd had when he died, and it went to her. That's what she lived off of. She didn't have nothing. Nothing. But the people around here used her for everything she had. I've had to run a few people off from her house because of it. But I wasn't going to get involved. I was going to let her little family and friends take care of all this, and nobody stepped up. And it's been over a week, so I got freaking pissed. I went over to the funeral home. You saw that. They're trying to rip somebody off, but I found somebody who'll do it today. So I'm getting ready to go drop the money now. Trying to get a hold of her daughter. Her daughter's got to sign the paperwork to have it done. Like I said, I wanted to do this just so Alice's name would be out and be remembered. Her name was Alice Jackson. You actually saw her in one of my other videos I did where I was helping out an old friend get a car out of an impound, a little redhead lady. I'll try to get a picture of her up here in that little video clip. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate y'all watching this. I really do. I'm going to add some more to it.